it's not 100% finished yet. We were filming there too, and it was amazing. Very fun experience. So yeah, we do such things. So I won't show you everything, but my card is taking part in a photo shoot. Even if your videos sometimes cringe, but it's my cringe. I've done it. And a few things from astrology. Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra. I'm a production designer and an artist. I'm also a philosopher lover and I do research life on my channel. In this video I continue sewing my leopard coat and you'll finally see the result, and I've already taken it for a photo shoot with me. I will leave the link to the videos where I start sewing it and where I do 3D model of a coat, and I will show you how to add the insulator if you want to make it warm. Another thing I do here is I talk about creative projects, and I also talk about the idea of starting something new, how you can do this if you're afraid of it, because you'll see how much power it gives you. So continue watching because you'll find something inspirational here. So while I was a little bit busy, just look at this. I've just put it here so it stays intact, and what do you think? Right. Yes, yes. She always chooses the best place. She thinks that she's a dominant female here. I don't mind. You okay? You're the dominant panther here. Of course, my dear. Baby cat. Let me show you how I'm doing the insulator in case you also want to do it one day. So what I did is I used the pattern that I use for the lining fabric. The only difference is I make it 4 centimeters shorter here. And then I just used the soft side here and stitch it, and the seam here is 7 millimeters. Then basically what I did is I stitch it together. The seam here is 1 centimeter. This is the inner part, and it will go inside our coat like that. Here I left the hole so that I can stitch it, the whole lining, and then I will close it after. What else about the hi kitty cat. I used the pattern that I used for lining, the same for this, just did basically everything the same. I just here so that I made a hole here. Just here I cut that extra fabric inside because here is the fabric is thin and it looks good like this, but there not to make it too thick, I just cut all the extra fabrics. It doesn't look that good, it could have looked better. In general, I think it should look like this. Here I must say that I wanted to buy a thin woolen insulator that is usually used for the coats, but in the shops in Manchester they didn't have anything like that, and the only thing they proposed me was a curtain insulator. And that's what I'm using actually. This is the curtain insulator. But there, the thing that I just showed you, I just removed this thick part and left this thin, soft part of an insulator. It can be detached, but sometimes it just may be difficult, and on some parts it was difficult, so I just cut the fabric. But in general I would just buy a thin insulator. If you can buy or order one online, it would be better to find a nice woolen insulator for the coats. But I was in a hurry and I decided to make it like this, and it seems to be okay. After, when I stitch it all together, I will cut extra seam allowance, this insulator fabric, and that's all. And we'll see how it works together. Now I will put the same way as I did here. I will put these two together, just stitch them together, and then work as with any other lining fabric. I'm actually very happy that I've added the insulator, because here you see the sleeve without the insulator, and I didn't add the interface into this sleeve, but actually I had to because it would look better. So without the interface and insulated, it looks bad. It's not thick enough. But here I've added the insulator and it looks much better. So in general, it was a good idea to make it. I will also make some conclusions about the coat in general after. I'm now watching Ozark series and it's just so interesting. I usually don't watch a lot of series, but when sewing it goes so well. It entertains you a little, and the series is I really enjoy it. It's a thriller criminal drama, so you may also try watching it because it's very interesting. I really want to finish the coat already. I changed and put this foot. I ordered it online, it's a Chinese one, and guess what? When I just ordered it, it didn't work properly because the needle would get into the metal here. So I took this metal file and just rubbed it a few times here, like really nicely. And now it works perfectly, but of course I've checked it first with oil. It was fine, so yeah, now it works. That's a life hack if you have the same issue, but be careful to check it first, and in general to check the Chinese feet. I stitched here, 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 and then I attached the slips, and it looks like this here, so all of this will go inside the coat. And while I'm sewing, you will see the coat is huge. Sometimes it's just a mess to find all those parts. And while I'm doing it, let's talk about returning control over your life to you. Not to be afraid of other people. I wanted to share with you some inspiration because I've been doing my YouTube for months now. And it's a little term. I have my 13 views. So thank you for being here with me now. But the thing is, the moment I started doing it, I feel that I take the control over my life into my hands. Before, as many other people, I was shy, I was afraid. It's filming yourself is somewhat strange. And when I started it, first of all, it's not that scary at all when you already start, because the most frightening thing is the first step only, and after it's not that scary at all. And it actually feels that you take the control from those people who you think are judging you, mostly in your head. Maybe some people are in reality too, but still, when you don't do something because you're afraid of them, they have the control over your life. Can you imagine how ridiculous is that? And usually these are the people who are not your friends, who are not on your side, and you're afraid of them because those people from your imagination judge you. And it's just crazy. And when you take the control over those imaginative people to your hands, it feels so good. It's like you can do this. You are the author of what you're doing. Even if your videos sometimes cringe, I do experience it too. But it's my cringe. I've done it. And I'm in charge of that cringe. And I feel that I am the head of everything that's happening to me, to my life. It's my action and it's my result, and I'm responsible for my action. I can't be responsible for those people who may be judging, who may be experience cringe, but I'm responsible for my action and for doing what I want. And it just feels so good. And I think it applies to any field in life. When you give somebody else this honor to judge you, to decide what you should do and how you should live your life, you just deprive yourself from being the author of your life. And it feels so terrible. You feel so miserable when you can't control what's going on and how you feel about yourself. So if you had an idea in your head that you want to do something, go ahead and do it. You will respect yourself much more, trust me. It may be tricky sometimes, it may be scary, it may be, there are challenges that we experience obviously in any field, but it pays you so well with self-respect, and also your confidence grows, and there is nothing they can tell you when you know that, yes, that's what I did, and what will you do to me? That's all. So I'm inspired. I'm not sure how it's gonna be, but at this moment I think it was an important step to do this. Yes. Good morning. Today my friend and I are making a photo shoot for a girl. From time to time we're doing some photo shoots. We basically do it for fun. We just take pictures and some videos of people. For example, once we were taking pictures for a girl who's a dancer, and we came to her home and she has a pole there and she was dancing. It was absolutely amazing. I'll show you some pictures here. And her place where she lives, it was just so beautiful. She paints the wall there herself, and she makes art, and it was amazing there. At that time I also had to film a film, and her place was absolutely what we were looking for, a film, a location. And I asked her if we could film at her place, and she agreed, so we were filming there too. And it was amazing, very fun experience. So yeah, we do such things sometimes. And today we're taking pictures of a girl who's a beauty specialist. Also, look what I'm wearing, my leopard coat for the first time. Actually, because we were taking pictures, my friend knew that I was doing this, and she told me, hey, you can get it with you, we'll make a few pictures for you. But it's not 100% finished yet. Like, there are just those few details that I need to accomplish. But still I've decided to get it, and I thought to take it with me. But it's heavy because it has the insulator, so I decided to wear it because it's a test for my coat, because it's +1 degree Celsius, I believe. It's quite cold today. People are looking at me. It's quite cold, so it's also a test for my coat. But so far I do feel warm in it. We'll see. You see the snow? So my coat with an insulator is just on time. It's not very common for Manchester. Usually it's +10, it's 13, but +1, it's a rare thing. So I'm cold. Thinking. This absolutely looks like a castle, and this is Manchester industrial architecture. Funny. So just look at this leaves. So this year, the autumn in Manchester is very sunny. We're at the studio. I got my camera and set up some constant and flashlight, and it was important to make the light quite bright because Marina is a cosmetologist, and I wanted to make her face looking bright. We wanted to show her as a professional, so we did the pictures in different setups with the products that she uses in her work. Here are some pictures, but we also wanted to take some creative pictures for her as for a woman. So I won't show you everything, but my coat is taking part in a photo shoot. I personally like taking such creative pictures. They are a lot about art for me. So even an unfinished coat was very useful. And also the photos of me in my leopard coat, of course. The other day we made some shots in a city center. I love the way it looks. It does have some imperfections and I still will have to finish it, but as for my first coat ever and third ever sewn seam, it's good enough. I think I'm happy with it. The only thing, if you don't want your coat to be too tight, make one size bigger if you want to add an insulator, and the insulator is thick. If it's thin, it's not needed. And if your fabric is thin, also add some nice interfacing to the sleeves, also to other parts. That's all, but in general, very happy. Tell me what you think about my coat. Do you like the way it looks? Yeah, I also need to add the buttons. They are very beautiful. You can see it in the first part. It will look even better with the buttons. Let's return to the photo shoot day. We went to a cafe. What a lovely day. We had some nice quality girls time to discuss things, to laugh a little about everything. I also told Marina a few things from astrology because astrology is my big passion. I've been interested in it since I was a teenager, I think, or even before. And I've been studying it professionally for around 5 years. Astrology is something that can show you different aspects of life, of your personality, very deep. Like, it's a very good tool to learn who you are. And I love it. It helped me a lot in my way. I may be making another video about this later. Also, Marina had just been at a cosmetologist conference in the USA, and let's ask her about her impressions about the country. So Marina just came from the US. Can you tell us what have you noticed? What is UK and US different in or same?
So I've been to Florida, and Florida is definitely better weather, 100%. Then the second difference I noticed, people, they are more open in the US, chatty, talking a lot. That's pretty cool. What's next? Food, it's easier to find places with really good food in the US compared to the UK. And that's it, I think. That's
it. So in general, you've enjoyed, yes?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, cool, thanks. It's evening of the same day, and I was now at the fabric shop, and I received the first compliment to my coat. So pleasant. And I've been testing it today, and it's really warm. So it's so soft and warm because it's cold today, and it feels so good wearing it. So I'm glad, and all that work wasn't in vain, putting all that insulator inside. So I'm happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment if you like the coat. Was it interesting to see the photo shoot process? Join me on my channel because I am going to make other interesting things, and I'll be glad to have nice community here. So if you're looking for the community of same-minded people, if you like what I do, join me, and we can communicate and do more things together. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the future videos. Bye!